News. I am one day late yet again because of school. It's kicking my ass right now. It's unreal. I'm on spring break now. Well, I just started this afternoon and I'm trying to enjoy it or trying to tell myself that I have a week to do all this crap. But I'm like stressed beyond belief. And um, so I'm staying up all night to do my other work, which is the work I'm actually proud of, and that's my RP work. Well, sometimes I'm proud of it, other times I'm like, why am I still doing this? I suck at it, but hopefully tonight will be a good night where I'm actually proud of what I write and not struggling to come up with stuff. Let's hope. Um, so, anyways, today we're talking about bucket list. I've never actually officially made a bucket list. I mean, there's stuff that I have always wanted to do before I died, but I never like actually sat down and physically wrote a bucket list. I don't think these things became popular until the movie became popular, and I never wanted to see the movie, so it never really occurred to me to actually make a bucket list or whatever. So this is basically me just purely saying stuff off the top of my head that I want to do before I die. This isn't like an official set in stone list. Well, some of the stuff is, but like it's not written down somewhere, no, important or anything like that. One thing I really want to do, I definitely want to get married. That's huge. It's like a big thing. And it's not because every single freaking person on my Facebook newsfeed seems to be getting married. It's because I actually want to get married. I've gone back and forth with this a lot as I was growing up because I grew up around a lot of divorces and dysfunctional marriages and stuff like that. So I didn't want to get married, but now kind of do. It's can't really explain why. Now I'm not trying to say that I want to just run out and marry the first douchebag or whatever that comes along. You know, gotta fall in love first. So that's a huge thing. And then also the other huge thing is have a baby, even though the whole process of labor and stuff terrifies the living daylights out of me. But I do want that to happen, and that's not because everybody on my Facebook is having a baby either. Just want to get that out there. Also, I'd always wanted to adopt a baby. I've wanted to do this since I was about, goodness gracious, 10 or 11 maybe. It happened when I saw the movie Problem Child. I know that's like, if anything, that should make you decide against adopting a child, but that movie made me want to adopt a kid when I was younger, watching Problem Child. Okay? Because it was really sad. If you look past all the bad stuff he did, it's sad because he kept getting. They reject a lot of kids. It's true. Because everybody wants a baby. Nobody wants a 7-year-old. And I just thought that was so horrible. I said, I'll adopt a kid. It's so cute. Plus, I don't want to change diapers. I'd rather adopt a kid than a baby, to be honest. Plus, if you adopt a kid, you don't have to explain to them that they're adopted if they're old enough to remember the whole experience. So then that's one less awkward conversation you have to have with them, I think. So, there you go. Um, Other stuff I want to do before I die. Definitely want to learn how to drive a car. That's another thing. I should have actually known how to do that by now, but I don't. And that's my own damn fault. Yeah. I'm terrified of driving. I'm petrified. I tried practicing last summer. I nearly yeah. Okay. It's one thing. Um, Other stuff, go to Las Vegas just so I could go to Las Vegas because I have experience to go to Las Vegas and go to Disney World. I discussed this in one of my other videos, how I want to go to Las Vegas and Disney World, since those are two really big things. Let's see. Oh my god. Write a best-selling book. Yeah, that's not happening, but it'd be nice if it did. Um, my mother keeps saying, "Oh yeah, well when you write your book, Danielle, you're gonna be famous." No, I don't see that happening right now. The market for romance novels isn't what it was when I was in high school, and I really don't see my books selling all that well because everybody wants to read about vampires and werewolf shit, and I don't write that. So it's probably not going to go over so big. And this isn't me having low self esteem. This is just me being realistic. It's not going to happen. But that is one dream. Other dream is to have a column in TV Guide or have a column in Cosmopolitan. Basically, just have my work published somewhere that is not the internet. So, yeah. Or write something that, I would say write something that makes somebody smile, which that's a huge thing. Um, or makes a million people, go, wow, good for you. And I try to do that on the role playing site every day, and there are some people who will say that that makes them smile, so it's always great to hear. So I'd like to do that with my other work, whatever that may be. Yeah. Oh my god. What else would I do before I die? Well, I'm trying to think of anything else that's like huge. Probably go on a road trip. I've never been on a road trip. I mean, well, I've been to like on vacation with my friend's family, but that I don't know if that really qualifies as a certifiable road trip because her mother was in the car and like I don't know. But you see all the great road trip films, not the movie Road Trip, that's a bad example, but these movies where these girls that go on trips together. And I always wanted to do that or do one of those fun spring break trips. Like my friends and I tried to do that when I was in my last year of community college, but it didn't work out too well. So I just want to go on one of those epic like girlfriend vacations where we like go to some beachy place and we drink out of little pink umbrellas and yes, I watch a lot of chick flicks. Yeah, so that's something I want to do. Or maybe go on a cruise too. I do want to go on a cruise. That sounds like fun. I always want to go on a cruise. Um, my mother hates water and stuff like that, so we never got to go on cruises. Well, we didn't really go on vacation, period. But that's something my mother never wanted us to do growing up was go on a cruise ship because she just thought, oh God, we're still moving on the water. It's really creepy. I'd be creeped out by that too, but there's like so much going on the cruise ship that I'd probably get so distracted and not even look out the porthole and realize that I'm on a boat. I'd probably, because there's just so much to do. So, do that. Another thing, which probably won't happen, is I would love to meet some of my online friends in person, even though the thought of it absolutely terrifies me because I'm so shy in real life. And it's weird because I've been talking to them for so long. I've been talking to my RP friends for almost 3 years. Ow. And I kind of think of them as like celebrities. I know this is really weird, but it would just be so I'd be so nervous and so like terrified, like, oh my god, I'm actually meeting the person who it's really weird. Like I still put them on celebrity status. Like I used to read a lot of their stuff before I RP'd with them, and I'd be like, oh my god, they're actually talking to me. So I'd probably be the same way with my poet friends. I'd be like, oh my god, I'm actually meeting so and so. Like, um, that would be really creepy. Like, like I could just see Patty and Mackenzie going. If they ever get famous, if their band becomes famous, they'll be like this really old groupie at their show, like, oh my god, it's the indecisive. Oh my god, yeah, it's just be really weird. I mean, I talked on the phone with one of them. One of my friends, who's RP friend and Plurk friend, actually called me once, and I talked to them on the phone. And it was so awkward because I was giggling the whole time because I'm like, oh my god, I'm actually talking on the phone. And she's younger than me and she was all cool about it and I just sounded like such a ditz. Oh my god. So I hope that happens someday that I get to meet him. There's one I especially really would love to meet. She doesn't live that far from me. She lives in Florida, which is far from me, but compared to where some of the other people live, it's not that far. And I'd love to meet her, but I'd probably be all starstruck if I met her too. Like, hi, Tiff. She's, I don't know if she's watching this, but yeah, I'd be all crazy because, like, oh my god, I'm meeting Tiff. Yeah, that, but that would be kind of cool just to say, oh yeah, I did meet you. It would be really strange. That's it. I mean, yeah, there's a couple other places I'd like to go to someday, like Mall of America and stuff like that, but I can't really think of anything else I'd like to do before I die. I must lead a very boring life if that's all I can come up with. That's pretty weird. Well, watch, the second I turn this camera off, I'm going to think of something really cool, and then I'm going to feel so stupid that I didn't say it when it was still on, so there probably is something cooler that I could do before I die, but I can't come up with it right now because my brain is fried and it's 11 o'clock and yeah, all that fun stuff. So anyways, take care, Akia Choose. Hopefully next week, actually I'm on spring break next week, or well, I'm on it now, but next time you see me, I'll be on spring break. So I can actually film this video at a decent time. Yay. And hopefully what I have to say next week is more interesting than what I had to say this week. Alright, take care. Bye.